Yay. And I watch videos, and they're being interviewed by the news, those farmers. They're making fun of the American public. Like when the farmer said, look at this corn, it's a bad disease. It's prematurely turned brown. And he shows an ear of corn fully grown. It's called feed corn. When it's ready to harvest, it all turns brown. And then they get to see videos where people say, I'm glad you're going broke. They're making fun of you. Well, I know what it's like not to have any money. Know what it's like not to have anything to eat. Antitrust laws, what the hell are you talking about? What the fuck is Walmart? You either all come together. Trust me, they're not going to come no matter if the bro loses the job. The way they look at it, well, I'm doing good. And I say, well, As long as you give them some drugs, they'll be, was it complicit or supplicit or whatever? You're poor, trust me, they don't care about you. I guess you just don't know what it's like to be denied over and over again. Can I work here? No. But I'll die. We don't care. I'll do a good job. We don't care. Why you keep on hiring those people who quit and steal off you? That's the way we do it here. We don't want to see you prosper. We want to see you fail. We want to see you die. You're not like us. You never were and you never will be. Your time has come. When you ask everybody for help, you ask everybody for a job. No job for you. Church people won't give you a job. Government won't give you a job. Private sector won't give you a job. It's time for you to die. And the farmers make fun of you. You see this corn here? It's going to feed some animals. That you can't afford to buy to eat. Oh yeah, there's no pickers for that kind of corn either. They just run over it with the tractor. And the farmers make fun of you. Yeah. They look at the tractor and they go, hey look, that's my Mexican. Ooh. don't know, common sense. How you find out all that stuff? I watch videos and it doesn't seem right, so I Google information and they tell you, like, how the product is, man. And also when it's common sense when people start talking about areas where they don't have fucking pickers. Oh God, we don't got no pickers, right? When it's all done by fucking tractor. Like crazy. And people, hey, it's a market, man. I don't know what to tell you. When it comes to soybeans, who knows, man? I'm not into that shit. No, I ain't Googling nothing about that. I'm just not really worried about soybeans, man. All that corn shit, oh, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you know about? Well, man, all of a sudden, for the last, I don't know, fucking 15 years or something like that, man, there's been this, soybean influx or whatever, right? This wasn't a dang back in my day. What do you mean? Although, didn't grow soybeans here, right? That's, something done in other countries. So, if that goes under, I don't know. What do you mean? What the fuck? Do you research on the land you're farming? Hey, 20 years, 25 years ago, did they used to grow soybeans there? Probably fucking not, right? What do you mean? Because food didn't have soybean in it. All of a sudden, everything you fucking read has got soybean in it. Soybean. Everything's got soybean in it now, right? That wasn't the way things used to be, man, right? I never even heard of a fucking goddamn soybean. Right? What the fuck's that? Oh, laughing. I don't know, man. I'm more worried about shit. I mean, probably about to be homeless, right? Not only, pretty much I'm foodless, I'm going to be homeless, man. Probably. I don't know, I'm just sick and tired. If I was younger, it wouldn't be much of a problem. What do you mean? And all the rules, oh, you kind of bag up on it, right? But, no, shit hits you. Probably should rush. Rush to do what? I'd say. I don't know. Probably make your place kid friendly as possible, man. Go for foster care, man. All right. Now I'll be pushing it. Deadline. You won't have long. Won't have much. Yeah, it really won't work, man. Right? It's just pushing it too fucking close, man. Go for it, man. Just go with it. Where's my other phone? Try to look that up. I've asked these questions before. Really. Can you get the government to guarantee you 6 foster kids? It's just giving me fucking stupid shit to click on. AI didn't want to talk to me. If you make your home set up for 6 foster kids, will they most likely always have you 6 foster kids? Can you ask the state to give you foster kids that there's no chance they'll ever get back with their biological parents? You can't do that. I'm gonna ask a question, huh? Is West Virginia in need of foster parents? Yes. They're in need. It could work out. How many kids were taken by the state in West Virginia this year? I declined last year from 30 fucking thousand something to about 6,000. No, you read that wrong. It's increased. Okay. How about you're reading a date? He thought that was Brainport. While 471 of the kids have been placed out of state. Yes, you're definitely in need of foster parents soon. Okay. How many foster kids from Alice State does West Virginia host? Okay. So let me get this straight. We host 432 kids from other states, but we, what was it, 471 or something? Let's go back. What was it? I was reading something. 471, yeah. Ah! Yeah. But anything could help, man. Right? You know what I mean? How poor you are. One kid could help, man. That's $600, dude. All right? More the merrier, right? You know? It could fuck everything up, though, right? You know? You just can't win in this motherfucker. It's built to lose, man. What do you mean? On top of it, sucks being sick. It'd be so much better if you weren't so sick, right? Oh, I'd say it's a lot easier being homeless when you're not fucking, goddamn, I'm all fucked up, right? You know? I don't know, it's just easier, right? You know? I think anybody would agree, right? You know? Well, definitely, right? You know? Hey, one day when you're not all sick, you can be more sociable, right? You know? When you're sick, you don't want to be around anybody, man. You really don't, right? Should have took that phone call, man. Man, probably could have been damned either way, man. So it really don't matter. You did good, though, Brent. That's what matters, man. Everybody's got to die sometime, dude. I know you changed your dang and it's the right way, but I mean, like, imagine you were taught in your life, like, one day would come, you know, like, for your belief that you would have to go get your fucking head cut off because you would not join the regime, right? You know what I mean? Wouldn't get marked or whatever. And then you're like, you know, hey, I'm not getting marked and not gonna let anybody cut my fucking head off, right? You know what I mean? You know, let's get it, right? You know what I mean? Imagine that's the way it reads, man, right? You know? And, it's like being financially fucking stripped of existence, right? Things like they've been saying to you, you know, it might not have been written in scriptures, but what they tell you, you know, no job, no money, and they want to try to throw you in prison, right? Because they won't let you have a job or any money. But, you know, apparently those people just let them take them away. There's a difference. There ain't nobody taking me away. Oh, that's a safe bet right there. God damn, you better believe it. I tell them it's really happening, y'all. It's like people don't get it's really happening. And there's just no way it's over. And like where I come from, where I was raised, man, like I said, they won't hire. We're not employees, man. We're owners. Doesn't mean we don't work hard. It just means we own shit, man. We own our own businesses and shit. And you see everything they do. They do everything they can to fucking crush, the business owners, right? And I know it's all a bunch of crap, but that shit used to be illegal. And it's all just been a bunch of crap. But what are they talking about now? Like the government owning part of the business and stuff like that. Who's that benefit? You know what I mean? Make it make sense somewhere. I don't like money. Money should be ended. But in the money system we do have, what would you think would be better? A forced investment tax. What's that? Instead of just like taxing rich people, you take their money, right? And you specifically embed, like, hey man, factory shut down, factory open, right? And they make money from that. Forced investment tax, right? You take their money because what the rules are now, man. You know, they can't have so much money in the bank because it won't be insured. If anything happens, hey, sorry, man, they stole your money. Nothing we can do about it. Right? There's other all kinds of. But for the most part, hey, you got money, you got to fucking throw it into stocks or investment or something, right? Just to kind of protect you, even though you're probably going to lose it because it's a bad investment. Um, but there's the thing, right? Not no getting them involved. They'll probably want investors and everything, loans and stuff. But that's how it works, though, man. Because they got this money. Hey, what am I supposed to do with it, right? And they only insure 250,000. You only have so many bank accounts, right? You know what I mean? Pretty much the kind of gist of it. So get the money working. Well, how does that work? I mean, it traps everybody. But if you create a job for forced investment for people, whether you're selling the stuff overseas or in America, you're creating jobs. There's money flow, and the money man will come along and go, "Hey, man, take this loan," right? About the gist of it, man. But what? It's like where I used to live. I mean, like explain like the neighborhood. Like, most people didn't work, right? Retired, hey, fucking druggie, fucking lots of druggies, lots and lots of non-working druggies, and then lots of fucking minimum wage, working at Taco Bell or something, fucking druggies, right? Lots of fucking welfare cases. Yeah, like once a retired, and it's a small number of people that like got a higher paying job. Like, hey, look, out of all the fucking shit here, one guy works at the coal mine, right? But it's temporary, right? Definitely temporary, right? Yeah. Oh shit, like use a temporary. Hey man, I get to work at the coal mines for a year, and then they're letting me go, right? So shit like that, right? Damn, dude. Yeah, well, that's the way it is. Now, I don't know what's going on now, man, but like, let's say like fucking 8 years ago or whatever, right? Something like that. An influx of temporary jobs, right? Well, I mean, we'll hire you for 30 days. And law breaking shit, too, right? No requirement for that shit. Hey, man, we want you to cut all your hair off, right? And we'll work you for 30 days. And that's it. No chance of, like, imagine that. Like, any chance get to stay on? Nope, no chance at all. There's a temporary seasonal work, right? And like everything else, like going online, looking at everything temporary, 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 temporary. Yeah, lots of jobs, but how's that? You know, hey, look, I got a job for 30 days. Now if I gotta go be homeless, right? You know what I mean? Or even not enough money even to rent a place, right? It's just like crazy, man. It really is, right? And just the way places do hours, man. I worked at job. What do you mean? It's all over the place, right? Like makes no sense, right? You know what I mean? Hey, we're gonna work you 5 hours a day. Tomorrow's 7 hours, right? You know. And what do you mean? Like there's no, you're not taking anybody's place or nothing, right? There ain't like more business or anything. It's just like insanity, right? Like what? And the same thing, like they do that. What do you mean? Hey, come in for a couple hours tomorrow, right? We're gonna work you 4 hours this week, right? There's no stability, man. What do you mean? If somebody's got a permanent job, a good paying job, right? And they probably still talk shit even if they got laid off, right? There's people just like to lie and talk shit and say stupid ass shit, right? So like, you're absolutely right, man. A lot of people they can't understand that unless they're there, right? Unless you're the one getting fucked over, right? Your belief and what you say don't mean squat, right? Just a bunch of shit coming out your mouth. And tell them, well, consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself lucky if you have enough health to go to work and you got a job that works you enough hours where you can kind of survive. Consider yourself fucking lucky. Everybody else in the whole shit, look like I told you how they doing, how much they paying. They're all bunched up with people, man. Right? You go in the household, right? Goddamn, right? So many goddamn people in one place. And the way people live and everything, living in people's basements and shit, right? Not good, but it's not a livable area. I mean, anywhere is a little, but you know what I mean. It's like, like, are you a dog? You know what I mean? With their kids and everything, dude. Survival, right? I know most of the parents are shit. But like they have to live like that anyways, even if your parents weren't shit, right? You know what I mean? How fucking poor everything is. And you're lucky. Like, hey man, you can live in my fucking unlivable basement, right? Give me some money here, God damn. And all how it's all fucked up and how like they work the system when a fucking I mean, goddamn, why couldn't there be a guarantee, man? That if there is kids available, I was going to set my place up for 6 kids. That I'll always have 6 kids, so I can always have that income, and I'm always going to help these motherfuckers grow to be good individuals, right? There shouldn't be, oh no, we're fucking you, right? How's that support of the support fucking system? Like it isn't. I mean, the only way it should be fucked is, hey man, there are no more kids, right? You know what I mean? That's the only way it really shouldn't be fucked, right? I mean, if it's going to be fucked, the only way it should be fucked. And see how they might want you to save? What do you mean? Instead of like doing things to make life better for everybody and yourself and them, hey man, just put that money in the bank because we're gonna fuck you and you're gonna have to use that to fucking pay the bills and shit, right? You know. Or imagine never even getting there, right? You set it all up, and you're like, really? One kid? Only one kid, goddammit. How bad they just want people to fucking live, man, right? And there's ups and downs in it, but for the most part, it's just like, fucking die, right? Just fucking die, yo. They don't understand that part, right? Everybody in fear. You know that equals like death, right? Right? Yo, I'm Superman. I need no nutrition, right? I need no food to live, motherfucker, right? The way things are going, what do you mean, bro? I need no electricity to live, right? I need no electricity. I need no electricity, right? I don't need electricity. Fuck electricity. I like cold showers. You like cold showers? I like cold showers, okay, right? I like freezing my ass off, right? I like burning up, right? Oh yeah, they do that to people, man. You ain't believe anything about hear things, man. What do you mean? See things on the internet, there's fucking people all over the place. They always have, they always will. Like, I hope you're one of the survivors or something, right? It all comes to an end, man. Don't worry about it. No way out, right? And you say, why is it all so bad? Well, man, yeah, the farmers are making fun of all you people. But other people, right, those people, like, they don't want to talk about, yeah. It's ups and downs that for the most part. Right? What happened? Right? Well, they definitely voted the wrong way. Huh? It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Stuff was going down anyways, man. So that's just where it's sad. You should. They're all the same, man. No, they just tell you something different. Stuff still be happening. But what might be the difference? What do you mean? Price is really going down. Price is really going down? Yeah, that might be the difference, folks, whether you like it or not. Price is actually going down. I know it's no good for the poor motherfucker, right? Or a person on assistance or anything, right? Because they cut the assistance, prices go down, and don't do the person that's poor as fuck no good. But like the people, it's like, God damn, it's all, what do you mean, Um, does them better, right? And also leaves way. Watch this. What's it leave way for, man? For them to hire people to do stuff, right? An offset to, shit. Well, I mean, what a good idea, but it just don't seem to be working that way. Well, you imagine like where you need something here or something that people's got to work. It's gonna imagine like they just don't hire them. Shit. What do you mean? It's a bunch of like community service, man. Right? These people getting like food. Hey, man, you gotta go to community service. You know, get to keep custody of your kids. You get to keep on feeding your kids, or you get something to eat. Imagine they probably turn the other motherfuckers down. Watch this. Well, y'all don't know about this sick ass motherfucking place, man. Watch them. Wouldn't surprise me not. Like, imagine you're a single person or don't have custody of your kids, right? So it doesn't matter, well, you got to get a job. Right? They don't give you the option for community service, right? Oh my God, they got kids, right? Well, take their kids away from them, they don't have food, right? You know what I mean? So, parents get to go do community service, right? Well, I mean, what about the kids? They're going to take their kids. What do you mean? Well, rent's unaffordable. I mean, it wouldn't matter if they got a job. They're not going to be able to pay the fucking rent. Why? Because they're saying they're not going to give them any more assistance. No more money for fucking housing. Anybody not understand that? Or anywhere like where this is the biggest kid grab in world fucking history, right? And you'd think if you're a foster, but wouldn't there be kids for me to foster? Well, I wouldn't hurt the kids. I don't think I'd get any kids, right? Would you get any kids, right? This is probably about hurting kids, man. I know there's all kinds of different things. Some people get to help kids, some people get to work the kids, another kid, horrible shit. What do you mean? It is, man. Systematic. What do you mean? You no longer have a place to live. You can't take care of your kids. We're taking your kids. Imagine other places. What do you mean? They're not offering you community fucking service. Right? If they did give you a training program, that doesn't guarantee you a job. Right? No, that's over. And that's what I'm saying. That's what was funny about the training program. What do you mean? It's to go do community service. But the housing's over, right? You know what I mean? So they said, did that go through? I think it went through, didn't it? Yeah. What do you mean? I don't have a place to live no more. What do you mean? Rent's unaffordable, motherfucker. And how landlords are. What do you mean? If you were possibly to rent a place, it's going to be a small place, and they're like, hey, we don't allow that many people to stay here. Yeah, check that out. What do you mean? It's an offset. A lot of people don't understand that. What do you mean? People who work get assistance for how it could be a small, just the offset of it, man. Right? A couple $100 shy of the fucking rent. All right, here you go. Right? We like the way you make a taco, right? You know what I mean? Imagine, gone, right? What does that mean? Where you live, gone, right? Imagine you have kids. Right? Imagine how the prices, how everything is. They've already cut that, right? So imagine you're not losing assistance, but you lost how much you get in assistance, right? So they're starving your kids. Now they're getting ready to take your kids and make you fucking homeless. Right? And what did you do? I existed and did all I could, right? You know what I mean? Imagine, wanting a fucking cripple to walk. What are you talking about that? Where people just think smart. And like how other people say, hey, at work, they go to college, they get a degree. What good did it do? They work at fucking McDonald's and Walmart, right? Hey, I got a degree. It didn't do me a bit of good, right? You know? And how things are, what do you mean? Everything's like, you better save your money somehow. What do you mean? Hey, man, I got this good job. It's going well. Using my degree. Shit, the company's going under. Imagine how it is trying to get a job. You worked at the company that went. Oh, you worked at the company that went under. Fuck you. Here, McDonald's is hiring. Huh? Damn. Right? You know. No, I guess you could say I used to be a lucky motherfucker, right? Not so lucky anymore. Well, pretty much literally don't have nothing to fucking eat. Yeah. I mean, people don't like that. People are attracted to motherfuckers that got it good, right? If you haven't noticed. Let's just go vote for the person that's got it good. What good would that do you? Well, so they say, why they ripped everybody off on the way there, right? You know? And why would anybody go vote for someone that possibly couldn't do the job you do? Some people like hey, they might be, it might be ignorant, but they can pull it off, right? We can teach them, right? So there's just no way in hell, right? They could never do it, right? You know? I don't know, man. Not worried about it. I don't know. What else should I talk about? Hey, I got to die soon, right? Yeah, I probably won't live to see next year. And which they won't. But I mean, what good would it do if they did actually hire me? All I would do is take a job away from like somebody young or somebody that needed a job to take care of their family. I'm never going to have a family. You know, people, what about you? Like staying alive, living it up, maybe, getting some rubbers and meeting someone. Yeah, but see, that's the point. But imagine they won't, though, you know? They don't want you to be alive, right? You think things are going to get worse? Yeah, probably. When you don't got no food, you think they're going to make everything all right? And they're going to make it worse. I don't know. What's the deal? Why do you think they want to make it worse? Cause, man, even though I'm getting all sick and shit, what do you mean? I've lived with no food. Literally, ain't nothing to eat. Not a problem. Right? You know what I mean? It just won't fucking die. Right? Like one of those beings, right? Other people die, right? I've seen it. I've had a neighbor, man. The motherfucker fucking didn't eat for 2 weeks. He was fucking dead. Right? You know? I just keep on living, man. It just keeps on living, you know? And it's weird how stuff happens. What happened with the neighbor, man? Well, this family moved in, right? You know, they had kids, they had dogs, and I had this real nice old car. And their dogs ran out in front of my car, so I swerved to miss them and ran into the telephone pole. Right? You know, it crinkled the whole side of my car. Right? Done big crinkled fucking ruffled fucking car down a brown fucking telephone pole spot, right? And this motherfucker says to me, "You should have just ran him over." I don't know. Not very much longer after that, the whole family left the guy, and fucking 2 weeks he was dead. Right? You don't say that, right? You know what I mean? See, I want to thank you for not killing my kids' dogs. That was a big price you paid there, right? What do you mean? You committed no crime. There's no leash law for those dogs, right? I know damn well I wouldn't get in trouble if I ran over your fucking dogs, right? You know what? I had a heart. I wouldn't want somebody running over my dogs. And I know how it is. People don't got no money, man. But that's the whole thing. Like, so, you know, hey, man, like, you know, really not much you can do for an whole car like that, right? You know what I mean? But actually, that stuff ain't. I just didn't think, you know what I mean? Couldn't get the paint, but I mean, the whole idea, you know what I mean? To make the car not look so bad. Hey, man, I'll get some Bondo and fucking some fiberglass screen, man, right? You know? Yeah. Yeah. I'll hook you up, man. I'm poor, but, you know, thanks, right? You know? Thanks for not killing my kid's dog. You should just run him over. You know, like, what the fuck? Everyone like that got to be your daddy or your stepdaddy or whatever the fuck he was to him, right? Would you like that, right? Yeah, I don't think she liked the mother. Didn't like that. Really, he said that to that guy. Just fucking tore up his car to fucking not kill her kid's dogs. You know, other people have been fucking outraged at the fucking, know the law, right? Not a problem. Dogs are allowed outside, but your dogs are idiots, right? Other dogs don't do that fucking stupid shit. Maybe the dogs were working on something. God, we gotta get rid of this asshole. God damn, right? You know? It seems like a total lie, like you're drunk or something. Like, what happened to your car or something like, I didn't think much about the time. I was just telling the truth. Like, hey, man, you know, got out of the way of running over these kids' dogs, man. And I asked people around there, Brent's telling the truth, but other people, I mean, it was, imagine, they thought, probably something, He died. Maybe the word gets around. Yeah, yeah, come on, man. He really died. So they say, it's crazy. He'll die too, though, right? That's the thing. Maybe not, man. What do you mean? I'm not like other people, man. You know what I mean? It's not. Well, anything happen, imagine you like keep on paying like what you have to pay, right? Even though you don't, have like electric, right? Or food, right? But pretty much as long as everything's paid and you fucking can wash your ass and shit, doesn't even fucking matter, right? I tell them, like when you got a fucking fireplace, right, and you got fucking an indoor-outdoor fireplace. I mean, you actually got land. People might not like it, but you got land where you can go fucking gather up fucking goddamn wood. Yeah. Yeah, I know it does make your fucking pipes and shit in jeopardy, though. That's for goddamn sure. Evidently strong pipes, so what do you mean? Know what I mean? Yeah. But there had been no water in them, though, Brent. Kind of different, son. Well, depends on how much that goes up. Well, I mean, definitely because you got to have electric for that, but you might be able to keep the gas on. So that flue pipe does warm shit, man. I mean, you know, it does raise it. But yeah, you might be able to swing it. Go in debt paying for that, right? Oh, just keep on swinging it. You could do that. You could pull that off. All right. So there's a heating source. And what do you mean? I don't know whether they like it or not, man. Fucking got an indoor-outdoor fireplace, man. Use it. Why you can hang stuff? For example, what do you mean? Well, I got a rubber ding. All right, and I got other ding, but I got like a rubber ding. I could. What do you mean? Wouldn't be much. That's how good this fireplace is. You think like, oh, wouldn't the smoke stain something or something? Not really. Right, if you didn't pack this thing, not that's why it's called an indoor, and then have no vent or nothing for it, right? You know. But I could like hang the rubber ding. And see, that's bad, yeah, because that's kind of heavy. But I could hang the other ding, which was what you know, flame resistant or whatever, right? Wouldn't matter anyways. It's in a cage. And so I mean, like nothing could happen. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna. That's gonna happen, right? So I could hang that, right? That's the ding I used to fucking. But lately, I use it to move shit around on my dolly back and forth from my van. Well, actually, not a dolly. If something's got wheels, I use that to roll up into there. Yeah, so I like that. That's a good thing there. So I might just use the rubber. What do you mean? Get some screws with washers, right? Multiple different places to screw that damn thing up. And that way, that it's it's black rubber, right? You know, you don't get no stain there, right? You know. Why you do that? What? I could buy another one or something. Just buy a little fucking charcoal grill thing. What do you mean? Personal warmth? I know I wouldn't last long. I don't know. You could do weird things. I don't know. Not to move downstairs. I don't know. It'd be hard to move this low seat down there by yourself. Sure would. That's what times causes for desperate measures, right? Probably be the best way. Safest way, too. I mean, you can find a better sleeping bag. I mean, for colder temperatures, they kind of do it. Yeah. I don't know, better than sleeping in the basement with the bugs, right? Oh, there really ain't no bugs down there. Every once in a while you see a slug. But that'd be gross, wouldn't it? Right? To wake up with like a slug on you, like, ah, God! But I've slept in a basement, man, so I don't know. It don't really matter. All kind of different basement. Well, basement I used to stay in for years, though, man. I had a door, right? You know, and it was up in the air this much, right? You know, the whole thing was concrete, but it had a concrete platform that was this much higher than the rest of the place. Well, anyhow, that's just like one of the smartest. Yeah, because basements can get water in them, man. That's one of the smartest fucking ideas ever. Well, who knows? I don't know what was done behind the walls, but imagine like you could purposely make it where if something happened, it's going to go this way, so it never affects that room. I know that room was never affected. who knows? People that live there now, I wonder if they know how to deal with it. Oh, where I grew up, the basement would get some water in it, man. But strategic, just break out a fan the way it was set up, because that room's got the concrete, and kind of just like curve over into a hole they had, you know, in the floor, right? Right, you know. You never really did get much high, right, you know. So imagine, very strategic, right? You know what I mean? Nothing wooden or anything being touched. You got this concrete here. It's coming through the concrete. It's on concrete. And this rolls into a hole. And like keep it from like coming over this way and drying it up. You just have a fan on it. Right, you know? Like I said, usually it ain't that bad. It wouldn't make it anywhere over there. Just like have a fan towards where it comes through a little bit and just dries it up. Didn't stink, dude. I've been to other places, goddamn, where they got water and they're building things around to catch the water and shit. Goddamn, shit stinks. Oh, I said that to me one time. I go, you don't want to do that, right? And I'm like, it fucking stinks, man. It fucking stinks. But their water shouldn't have stinked. What do you mean? Well, I guess maybe it wasn't rainwater, right? Goddamn. I mean, shit water leaking through their walls, or, you know, underground basements, right? Yeah, completely underground. Right? They had like a trough around the motherfucker, and it got a serious smell to it, right? You know. Yeah, don't mean actually there's a leak from the actual, what do you call it, their shit, but like it could be anything, man. The old septic tank, shit like that, right? So they say this water can do that. I guess it can, though. You know what I mean? Like, why we so fucking poor? We love it, we love it. Everybody being stupid, starting shit with each other. So fucking poor. Be thankful for the things you had. That time has came and gone. Now you must die. Now you must die. Your time has came and gone. Now you must die. Now you must die your time. Now your time has came and gone. Now you must die. God, that's so cool, man. That's been so cool. So cool, right? So cool.